Good morning. Today is March 26, 2025. Patience in tribulation is the father of consolation. Saint Isaac the Syrian. New martyr George of Sofia. George was a Christian and a high-ranking military officer from 15th century Sofia in Bulgaria. One day while stationed in Adrianople, he went to have his bow repaired by a Haggarine craftsman. This man continually denigrated the Lord Jesus Christ. Finally, George became so angry that he loudly berated the man and his religion and proclaimed Jesus Christ. Immediately, the Haggarine soldiers accosted him, continually beat him, and wrapped a bowstring around his neck. Standing before the governor, George would not deny Christ or give in to threats. George expressed gratitude when the governor told him he would be burned at the stake. On the way to the prison, the crowd cursed, spit, and beat him. The next day, he was brought before a different prelate who sentenced George to flogging. When the crowd roared in disapproval, the prelate said, "You take him and judge him according to your law." They took George to a fire they had prepared, and yet he reminded himself that everything is transient. They put him in a basket and then placed him in the fire. George prayed for forgiveness of all his sins and said, "You see, O God, how much I am suffering for my refusing to renounce thee." When the basket burst into flames, a spear was thrust into his stomach. The fire burned for a whole day and night so that the Christians could not identify St. George's relics. However, a heavenly light illuminated the execution site. The commemorations I'm going to read off today include Synaxis of the Archangel Gabriel. Next, a Quadratus or a Quadratos, Theodosius, Manuel, and 40 other martyrs. And then finally, Stephen the Confessor.